I'm Leo Sidran with The Art of the Story. History happens all around us all the time. It's only with the benefit of hindsight that we look back and realize that it was history. When it's going down, in the moment, sometimes the significance is overlooked. When, for example, Bryce Rosenblum launched the NYC Winter Jazzfest in 2005 as a one-night event to spotlight underserved jazz artists, he likely didn't imagine it would grow into the city's most renowned jazz festival, as the New York Times describes it. Winter Jazzfest 2025 happens this week, January 9th through the 15th. The festival is known for its marathon nights, where one ticket can get you into many shows. And since 2023, the marathon spans nights both in Manhattan and in Brooklyn, expanding the festival's reach and diversity. The Manhattan Marathon happens Friday, January 10th, featuring performances by Brandy Younger, Vijay Iyer, Christian McBride, Michael Mayo, Melissa Aldana, and more. Brooklyn's marathon follows on Saturday, January 12th, with artists like Kneebody, Keon Harold, Rudresh Mahanthapa, and Adam O'Farrell. By the way, you can hear my career retrospective interviews with all of those artists in the archive at WBGO.org. Over time, Winter Jazzfest has pivoted attention to supporting the music community and towards social justice activism. Bryce Rosenblum says,
"We began making an effort to spotlight artists who were including messages of social justice or racial justice. It has grown through the years, and we made an intentional focus on jazz and gender. And then along the lines of racial equity, we just inherently have always had what we feel is appropriate representation. And proud that our audience also is the diverse community that we want to serve."
But, as he tells me, at the heart of the festival is the music. While music is the beating heart of the festival, the Jazz Talk series of discussions and interviews might be considered the voice. This year's Jazz Talk series include WBGO's own Angelica Biener, host of the Milestones podcast, in conversation with Strata East Records label founder Charles Tolliver about the legacy and the future of the label. And the festival kicks off with another Jazz Talk, with this year's artist-in-residence Micaiah McCraven, who appears in conversation with me on Thursday, January 9th at 4 p.m. McCraven will put on 4 shows over the course of the festival, including performances at both marathons. The drummer-producer has been exploring the space between improvisation and composition, contemporary vamp-based music, and classic jazz for years. He sees it as a kind of generational openness. Speaking in 2022, he told me,
"We have a younger generation musicians that have a little bit more space to define themselves the way they want. All the music that's around us is flowing through us, and you can choose to when you want to express that or not, but you can't find me a musician in the world that hasn't been influenced by rock and roll and pop music and electronic music and technology, and it's just being present."
Winter Jazzfest 2025 will also mark the 10th anniversary of McCraven's album, In the Moment, and he says he's themed his residency around that anniversary, both revisiting the music from throughout his career and creating new spontaneous compositions live on stage at the festival. It's a way of looking back at the history he's made already while making new history in the moment. Winter Jazzfest is happening January 9th through 15th, and WBGO will be there to capture it. Check out the full 2025 lineup at winterjazzfest.com. I'm Leo Sidran, WBGO News.